Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing a single-player playthrough. So, if you may remember last time, we built these 4 massive platforms. Whoops, let me go get power here. Get some power, there we go. We built these, or 3 I should say, massive platforms to build our frames. Because if you don't know what we're doing here up over in the swamp biome, is we are building the 4 frames that we're going to need in order to, the 4 frame factories that we're going to need in order to continue with our progress in the game. One is modular frames, which we have already completed. Don't worry about this one. But yeah, we got the modular frames, which is over there, being fed already by train stations. This one that we started last time was the heavy modular frame factory. If you didn't know, it looks like a heavy modular frame. We're producing the factories are going to look like the factories that we need. So there's that, and then we're going to hook them up to the train rail or the train stations. So that'll be that. But this one that we're going to be working on today is the heavy modular frame factory. We got to put in manufacturers. We got to put in train stations. We got to get it hooked up to the train rail. All today. Get that all done today, and then next time, hopefully, we can focus on that. So that's the plan for the day, or for today. And then next time will be the fused modular frames. Now, of course, the heavy modular frame factory is not going to work right away. This is because we need a factory making encased industrial beams, which I have not gotten around to. I've had a very busy week so far doing other content, somewhat other content, and some just having fun with friends because of a new game we started playing. So expect to see on the channel some medieval engineers later this week as well, because that was actually quite a lot of fun. It is it's a community ran game. It was developed by the team that did Space Engineers, but unfortunately, they had abandoned the game because, well, Space Engineers got very, very popular. They had to put all of their effort pretty much into doing Space Engineers. They kind of let medieval engineers fall by the wayside, and then the community picked it up and continued developing it. So, which is pretty cool. Sad for the development team that did that, but sometimes you just can't. At least at that time, they just can't. They just couldn't develop each game. But anyway, so we're going to be doing heavy modular frames, like I said, this week, and then this time, and then next time we'll get started on that other factory. Next episode, hopefully, because we should have. I'm going to try to get this all done today. So, but yeah, let's. I guess we'll start with the train stations. So let's get our train stations going. So we already have a plan of how these go. So we just need to put it down, which is putting it down here. We're going to have 4 train stations as well. So we're going to have, there's 1 train station there. We're going to have 1 train station bringing in encased industrial beams, 1 bringing in I've already forgotten. How are they made? My brain's like, nope, no worky today. Yeah, steel pipe. We need one train station getting steel pipe, 1 getting concrete, and 1 getting encased industrial beams. So because we have a train station that has to go out and get concrete, I think over near where the northern desert and the Rocky Desert meet, or maybe over in the Rocky Desert, we will build our encased industrial beam factory out there as well. Yeah, because then it's not too far away from where the concrete's being made, and then both those trains can kind of come back together as well. So, but yeah, they're all going to be 5-car. Especially the concrete has to be 5-car because there ain't no way. So yeah, encased industrial beams, concrete, and steel pipe, and then we're going to have an output for the heavy modular frames. The reason we're not doing modular frames as a train station coming in is because the modular frames are just over there. I'm just going to run a belt. Plus, putting 5 train stations in here is a little harder than it really looks. So, no, I need that. Give me that. There we go. But we could put 2 train stations in a row here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Give me another train station. And give me some power over here for a minute. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that. Is this close enough? No. Almost, though. Okay. Yeah, just hook up the train stations. And then we have power for the moment. And we can go ahead and get these and go bang, 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 bang. And it fits perfectly. Okay. Now then, we will need... Is there a space in between, or no? I can't remember. I'm going to fly over here and find out. We're pulling power from this train station here. And then once we get it hooked up to the rail line, it'll have power as well. There is a full foundation, but it's a half piece. And these are on a little past half as well. So it's a half foundation. Let me make sure this is in the right spot, because it looks like it is, but we'll make sure here. Okay, that's perfectly straight. Yes, it is. Okay. Just checking to make sure. Alright, so there's a half. These 2 halves right here are in the center. Or what's running it, so that means this goes here. Lock that in place. Yep, there's our halves. Perfect. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Train station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, did I miscount? Oh, I counted the train station that. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Alright. Cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to code this for H, M, F, heavy modular frames. Export. Okay. We're going to have to name the other one differently. But, so I'm putting the export right next to the factory. I think that'll be nice. And then, let's see, concrete coming in. I'm going to put concrete here because this is the closest to the factory, so this kind of makes sense. And then there we go. Concrete import. Okay. So concrete import. Alrighty, and then we're finally going to be using our concrete factory that's over in the Rocky Desert. It's been a little while. And then, yeah, because concrete's the most used. I think that's why I selected it. Was it concrete? Oh, I don't have a sign. Yeah, because we're using the heavy encased frame so we can stay away from the screws. Actually, steel pipe is the most used. Okay, we'll put steel pipe here, then. This will be steel pipe on this one. We'll wait for that autosave. Because our autosave freezes the game. It's like, and freeze. And go. Okay. Might not be able to fit this. Nope. So we'll just say S pipes import. Well, what we could do is go... do that, I guess. Drill. Let's see. Okay. Steel pipes. Yeah, because when I type it up on the thing when I was searching for train stations, that'll make it easy to find. I guess. Nah, I'll just go with the other plan. Just go. Put a little dot there. Okay. Control C. Oh, yeah. And then we're going to have issues with this one. So I guess we will have to do that. Okay. We'll go encased beams. That'll work. Yeah. Okay. Yep, we'll just do it that way. Just to code this one. It's got the HMF in front of it, so that kind of makes that one work. There you go. That way it matches the rest of it. Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot about the windows. I guess I got to doing something else. The other thing I wanted to do was remove this. Then give me a wall. Actually, would we need... This could be interesting. Put that like that. Just making sure that was playing. Okay. And then... change it to this, so then we can color it. There we go. No, I need that. Oh, should we do it that way? Just give a lot of depth to the door for for kind of really no reason, but that works too. Okay. So now that we've got everything named, we should probably work on getting actual power to this factory. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll show you what I'm going to do over here. I need power. I don't want to go into the muck. No, please, not the muck. Yeah, let's go over here real quick. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. Because I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Well, pretty much going to do the same thing. But yeah, so basically I'm just going to hook this rail line up to this. And we'll build the spiral as well. So, but yeah, we're just going to do this, bring the rails together, bring it onto a little short piece here. It might have to be raised slightly, just because of that land mass there. We'll see what happens when we get over there. But yeah, I want to do that, and I want to get this rail line hooked up there. That way we can kind of focus on the actual factory portion. So we'll do that. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do, though. This exact thing just over here on this factory. Alrighty, so yeah, let me get that done real quick, and then we can move on from there. Alrighty, so now, it's been a little bit, been a couple hours. So the reason it was a couple of hours... Ooh. Oh, no, never mind, okay. Is because I did a few things. So, one of the things I did is I went ahead and I took this, plus this, as you can see, I got the train stations in place. I even got them color-coded. Got the train stations in place. I'm about to do the spirals as well. The spirals are a pain in the butt to do, but it's okay. We'll get those done as well today. But yeah, so I did all this, and then I decided to do it for all the other factories. For the other two factories. That way, we're kind of doing everything all at once. Essentially, it's going to take longer, but when we actually go to build the factories, we'll just be able to build the factories. We don't have to do all the other stuff I've already done, 2 other times, for 2 more times. We'll just go ahead and skip it. This is the only one that's slightly different, though, is not only does it have 4 train stations, but it also has to go up a slope in order to go up and over the top. As you can see here, this is actually a 4 meter, this is actually 4 meters taller than it should be. A whole 4 meters is what it took to get up and over this. 2 meters was too much, and 1 meter was just enough, so I decided to go an extra 1 and just decided, 4 meters is good. So yeah, we had to put a lift on it, but that's okay. Everything else looks good. Oh, I forgot a block signal. I forgot a block signal all the way around. Jeez. I guess I got caught up, but yeah. So now that we've got that done, now I want to go ahead and do the actual spiral. We'll do 1 spiral, and then I'll build the other 2 as well. So yeah. So I did this one, and then I just kind of moved on. Whoops. I gotta have these block signals in here so that the trains don't run into each other. Or the trains don't, stop for all 4 stations to be clear before going into the station that needs to be. There we go. Okay, and I put the windows on this as well, so it looks like it does. All right, so let's go over here and go get the slope done. So now that we've got the train line going all the way to there, and we've got power here as well, this will make this pretty easy. The only one I have concern for is that one, because that one is kind of aiming at one of the legs for the bridge. So I don't exactly know how I'm going to do that as well. And the other thing, too, is the spiral should probably be on the leg rather than being here. That way we don't have to do a crazy thing. Because if you think about it, it's, 3 from the center? Or 2 from the center. So if we center it on this, yeah, so 1, 2, and then we've got the 2 here. That's only slightly off, but if we go over even further, if we try to center it for the bridge, this one could not be centered just because of the big old cliffside that was right there. I couldn't, and the curve as well. I couldn't exactly move it over, so that one had to be like that. But this one, we could center that based on these, because this grid here and this grid here are exactly the same. These 2 grids will merge seamlessly together. They might be like 2 meters off or what have you, but yeah, they will merge seamlessly. Also, there's an iron ore node there. I kind of built over the top of it. I'm not too worried. But yeah, bringing industry to the swamp biome. See, the swamp biome is not as it's not as dense once you start putting in factories and such. But yeah, this is gonna look cool. Modular frame, heavy modular. That actually does look like a heavy modular frame from a distance. Heavy modular frame, fused modular frame, pressure conversion cube. So yeah, that's gonna look pretty damn good. I like it. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get our spiral started then. So we actually know roughly where our center is going to be. So let me go ahead and do this. Will that work? I think so. And we can just have that support. Okay, I can get rid of this then. So I built these on the edge just in case I wasn't going to use it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. Use this blueprint to push it one more bridge further underneath this other bridge. Okay. Oops. And of course, since we're going to do that, let's go ahead and do that. Looks like it's exactly where it needs to be. That's pretty cool. Yeah, can't go any deeper. Well, I can, but the water covers it up anyway, so not gonna notice. Yeah, the other one of these bridge legs kind of goes right through the middle of the track. Actually, we can go over and look at that and see if that's actually the case. It definitely was an issue. Yeah, see, this leg goes right through the track, so we're gonna have to have. I might have to make a special structure just to go around that. But it does look like, yeah, I gotta... looks like I gotta build this again. These aren't that hard to build anyway. They're literally like 3 little tiny pieces of beam and some more connectors and stuff. Also, I was... when it comes to the 1.1 update, I was actually kind of correct when it came to... I'm not saying, oh, look at me, I'm so correct. No, that's not what I mean by this. But I was actually, when I made the assessment that they're not showing us everything, because I knew they wouldn't, they did confirm that, yeah, they're not showing us everything as well. So, that is funny. Absolutely hilarious. It's like, of course they're not showing us everything. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll have to remove 3 of these. And yeah, move the circles there. So this bridge is going to have, and I can't move this over because this is, I wanted all these to be identical as much as possible. So, if we slide it over one, like we should be able to do that. Actually, would I be able to... Hold on. Instead of doing it by hand, because I'm going to be deleting both of these anyway. Yeah, do that. Okay, come on. Can we blueprint to this one, please? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, if we slide that over slightly, then what I'll do is I'll just delete these 2 blueprints, or these blueprints here, and entirely. That does mean I need to... I'll just do this. It's fine. So it'll be 1 block off for this particular one, but then I don't have to build no weird structure that would be like, what the hell is that thing? Just delete these. That'll work there. Okay, and that solves that problem. Very good. And the other one is, I don't think the other one was an issue. I think the other one had a pretty good spot. And then we could center all the spirals on the bridge down here rather than the bridge up top, because it's going to be connected to it anyway. So yeah, and see, this one's got a nice clear path. Oh, and then of course, once more, Delete all these. Yeah, and then once we get all the spirals built and we start building the factories, then everything's gonna go like super fast. Everything will go really nicely, really nice and quick. There we go. And what I should have done, honestly, is I should have had these bridges already in place. And then what I should have done was center them. Actually, you can't center them on this. This is about as center as you'd be able to get. Well, you could slide it over, I guess, a little bit. And then centered all the rest of this off of that instead. They would have been slightly gapped a little bit differently in between each factory, but yeah, this is fine. This is just fine. I'm happy with it, though. Of course, I did not do that. Yeah, so far, though, not too bad. Okay, let's get that spiral done. So now we know that where this is going to be, the center needs to be 5 from the bridge. Because if let's say this was fully rotated and in the place where it needed to be, let's say it'd be touching the bridge. It's actually 6 away from the bridge. We don't need to go that far. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 and then 6. 6 is the center. Okay. Alright, so then from there, let's find our center for our spine. Alright there. Finally got this done. Don't know why I said it like that. Alright there. Yeah, finally got this done. Oh, I love how these don't turn transparent. That's very weird. Yeah, so I actually had to move it, and the reason I had to move it is because of this stupid thing right here. My train kept running into this, or tried to put the rails, and the train would have to clip through that archway. So I had to put it on this side, which is going to go counterclockwise. So the way I'm going to balance this out, that one's going to go counterclockwise. This one's going to go clockwise. The next one's going to go counterclockwise, and the next one's going to go clockwise. And that'll balance it out. So that'll balance it out for me. For my brain, anyway. But yeah, now that you've found your spiral, or the center of your spiral for where you're going to do your train spiral, we're going to... So make sure that the very first arm that you pull out is going to be... I mean, you could go down one and then have it, but you'd have to put it you'd have to move this in order to have it be the same slope. But for this, though, you see this one's... The top of this centerpiece here is exactly level with our other rail, but then you're going to pull out 5 just like that, and then we need to get some you get some rail over there. Oops, sorry, wrong side. Other side. Other side. Which with what way we're going to be rotating. Like I said, this one's going to go clockwise. And I'm just going to throw a rail here so that I can have some power out here. But now that you got that, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go down a foundation, pull this out, 5, go around again, down a foundation on the next one, and we're going clockwise around the centerpiece here, down a foundation, go out 5, down a foundation, go out 5, grab some power. I'm right next to that rail. Thank you. I hope that hover pack gets fixed in 1.1, because that when you're dealing with rail in the hover pack, you'll notice that sometimes you'll lose power for no reason, or you'll be right next to a powered rail yet you won't have any power at all. It makes no freaking sense why it does that, but it's just a bug. Yeah, and then of course our last one. Now you can see this one is actually pretty well level, or not level, pretty well close. So we're not going to go down another spiral and go back around. We're just going to go from here, slope down, and connect to that. And that should be good. Okay, once you got all your spine pieces in place, you're going to go to, if you're going out 5, you're going to go 1 from the edge, and then put 2 ramps, because we're doing a dual rail. Put two ramps there. 1 ramp if you're only doing a single rail, but 2 for a dual rail. And it needs to be 2 from center. So you got your centerpiece, 1, 2, and then your ramps, or your ramp. And then 1 on the outer edge for your structure. As you can see, we only need 1 foundation from our other one. We're going to copy that. We only need 1 foundation for outside, but if we wanted to, we could have 2 or however many we want. It doesn't really matter. But yep, now that we've got that though in place, we've got our ramps. We're going to go here. And then again, 1 from center, go there. Make sure the ramps are going sloping downwards with your spiral. The way you want it to slope down so that it gets that. You have to have these ramps, otherwise you'll have massive flat spots. You can see I'm right next to a connection. This is the example I'm talking about. Watch. See, down on the bottom left, that shows your connectivity. And then watch, when I move away, it connects to it doesn't connect to this, which has power, which is right above me, and then I lose power. Yeah, that's the exact problem I'm talking about. It doesn't make any sense. But it's just it is a bug, so that's just how it is. But yep, once you've got those slopes, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a connection like this. I'm going to go right to the edge of that foundation. I'm going to hold control so it doesn't turn. But sometimes that doesn't work either. Holding control sometimes doesn't work, but it does work sometimes. It's very strange. That is another bug. I'm going to remove that piece. Yeah, we're going to go right to the middle of that foundation right there. I'm going to reconnect this in hopes that I'll get power over here. Which it looks like I will. And so then from this, we're going to go from here, and we're going to go right to the center of that ramp. And again, right to the center of the ramp. Oops. And make sure you don't get that little switch indicator. If you get a switch indicator, then you need to disconnect. Otherwise, you'll make your whole thing. You'll make the train. See how it tries to do that? That's very strange. Another bug, but yeah, it's something I deal with on a daily basis with the rail line here. Nah, thought I clicked that. Okay. Yep, and we just keep making our ways around, or making our way around. Also, there's some new rail modes apparently with this. Possibly some new rail modes with building rails and stuff. And it looks like they're trying to get away from the spline, or at least amp up the spline system. Maybe make it much better than it currently is, because it's kind of not working sometimes. Who knows? But yeah, now that you've got that done, now we can go ahead, and I'm just going to go straight for the connect, because that'll give a nice gradual slope that levels out. So it's nice and gradual. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so then once I'm done, you can leave it like this. If you're happy with this right here, you can leave it like this. You don't have to touch it. But me, I'm going to go one step further. And I'm going to build a structure around it. However, I can disconnect these now. These don't matter. Because now we're actually, technically we're connected to power, because these rails do have power here from the train station. Down there, still connected. I haven't disconnected the power cable to it yet. We can get rid of that, because that's no longer needed. But yeah, we need to build a... a little section out like this. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that sign. Get rid of that sign. I'm going to get rid of the beams in the way. Oh wait, those beams aren't in the way, are they? Yeah, it's just them two. Okay. Then we'll just go ahead and pull that like that. And we can leave that like that if we like. It's not not a big issue. But I will be removing these. Oh yeah, we do need to remove these. That's right. Okay, so remove that one. Remove these inner signs. Okay. Alrighty. So now we'll go ahead and remove this, remove that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. Just to kind of blend it. Make it look nice. But then we're going to pull... Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So put it here. And then put that there. It looks like I need to remove another beam. Another beam, another wall, another sign. Get that connected. Oh, and then I immediately lose power. What the heck? That's how you fix that bug there. If you try to get up in the air, it won't work. Yep, there it goes again, see? If I try to get up in the air, it doesn't want to fly. You just gotta take it off and put it back on. I don't know why it gets confused like that. It's very strange. Okay. Put this going this way. That going that way. And we do the little cross beams. There we go, got ourselves an intersection. And transport, and we put down our path signals. Bang. Bang. And bang. I'm gonna remove these, there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so now that we've got that, that solves the connection issue there, or that solves the issue there. That little connection fit it would have had. I think I'm gonna do. I'll remove these, and I'm gonna put this here, just to kind of put that like that. I think that'll be good. And we might not even get to the factory today. But at least we'll have a lot done. I'm going to try to get to the factory today. But I definitely want to... definitely want to get this in place as well. Okay, and like I said, we can leave it like that, or we can put a structure around it. So let me put a structure around it, get all these rail lines to make sure they look like they're supported, and then I'll go ahead and go off and build 2 more of these suckers. That should be fun. So then, when we put a little bit of structure around it and give it a little bit of, a little bit of beefiness, it can end up looking like this. Which, looks rather nice in my opinion. I mean, there's still more we could possibly do to it, but I'm not gonna put that much effort into that. Not for this one anyway. It's not really a centerpiece. But yeah, we've got all this in place. So yeah, it should look like that. I just decided to leave the entire spiral as one big block because putting it into smaller blocks would be smaller than a 5-car train. So, but yeah, it's not really worth it. So we'll put the signals here, and then this one whole bridge can be one big block as well. That's fine. And then yeah, so now I just got to build this 2 more times. Build it for that one and then that one over there. And obviously this one goes clockwise, so this one's going to go counterclockwise, and then that one's going to go clockwise on the end there. And we'll call that a good. Yeah, looks good. So let me go ahead and do those 2 real quick, and then we'll see about this factory, even though we're pretty much at the end of our episode. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. Getting all these structures built and whatnot, so it's working. Alrighty, finally got all of those done, and it is the dead of night out here in the swamp, and look at this. Beautiful. I love how glowy that is. That thing, you can see that thing for miles. You can't see the glow on those towers, though, and I'll tell you why. Is because of the render distance. If I got close enough, they would appear. The lighting would appear, but yeah, we got all 4 all 4 spirals completed with our train line. So now all of these train stations now have proper power as well, which is very nice. We'll still leave the connections in between so I can fly around in between here. There's the space elevator. But yeah, I know we're pretty much out of time for this episode, so we're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna do the, like I said, the encased industrial frame. So we'll get we can get the whatchamacallums, we can get the manufacturer set, because we need. Oh yeah, I forgot I needed to figure out how much we need to be making, which will tell us how many machines. Whoopsie. Let me figure that out real quick. Alrighty then, so now we have our height here. And of course my mic is not in the right position. There we go. But yeah, we got our height. Sorry, I was helping somebody on the Discord. Now my brain is not in this mode. Anyway, so yeah, basically or I was helping somebody on a Discord, not mine. Mine's dead. But yeah, this is basically the amount we need to make, which is 28 per minute. We've got 4 machines, which I think should fit pretty nicely in here. So good, delete that. Basically, we're doing 7 per machine, which is almost the max amount I can with this recipe. So, I might be able to fit more in here if I really wanted. Because if I put this, then there's a foundation on each side. Wait for the autosave here. Yeah, it looks to be fitting pretty nicely. Okay, and there is our 4 machines placed. Yep, so we can go ahead and get that finished up next time. Unfortunately, we are out of time for this episode, so we got the machines down. I actually got an idea here, and I was just like, this would be really cool, is to put some belts in here like this, and then have it split. Whoa, how much? Oh, there is a little bit of lag placing the belts there. Oh, that one got missed. Yeah, there is a little bit of lag here because we do have a decent amount in this area. So I imagine it's going to get a little laggy, a little more laggy as it goes on. But anyway, for that though, like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So next time we'll continue this factory. Hopefully we can get it up and going next time. Well, not up and going. We still need to do the encased, the cased industrial beams. We still need those. Unfortunately, we don't have a factory making those yet, but we will. But next time, hopefully, we can get this factory finished and maybe start working on the fused modular frame factory as well. That one will also not be going because we won't have nitrogen gas yet. But we'll get there. So, hey, we got a lot done today, though. I am very, very happy with our progress. on this project, especially because now with all the kind of transportation logistics done, all the structure done, all we got to do is put in factories and build the structure for the factories, and that won't take very long. We can have this done by the end of the week, I think. All 4 factories, which will be pretty nice. Now that we got a template going, it's pretty fast, it's pretty quick, and we've got all the train stations placed, all the train tracks done, all of the spirals done, all the bridges, all the structure underneath. Everything's looking good. Alright, so but we'll go ahead and leave it here, though, like I said, so I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.